All right, guys, what's going on? Episode 19. This is probably the most excited I've been for an episode since our first one. I don't know about you guys, but we've just had so much going on in the media and different teams and trades and stuff like that. So, with that being said, we're actually going to start with Johnny's segment in the NBA again today. So, John, take us through what happened this week.
Yeah, the comedian league gets a little crazy here. You know, I'm sitting at the blackjack table on my birthday Saturday night, and I look at the TV and I see breaking news: LUKA traded to the Lakers. I didn't think it was real. I'm yelling to DP across the dang casino. I couldn't believe it. I was a little drunk, but that's fine. So yeah, we got a lot to talk about. LUKA to LA. Let's not forget AD to Dallas, and then another big one, De'Aaron Fox. Another trade. So we'll go ahead and start LUKA to LA and go ahead and get your guys' takes on that. What do you think? Good move, bad move? And is it crazy that the Mavs GM is getting slandered like this so soon? What do you think, Z? We'll start with you, buddy.
Yeah, just before I get into this, I just thought, since we were in a rush here, Mackey's got us drinking today.
Oh, yeah.
So, John's got a McUltra. I've got some tequila water, and DP's sipping on some Deep Eddies and what's the...
Pink lemonade.
Some pink lemonade. So, Mac, I saw you showed us the neat glass. What are you sipping on? And thank you for the motivation today.
Yeah, motivation to get drinking. We got Old Pepper Bottle and Bond today. Straight out of Lexington, one of the oldest distilleries in the entire country. Request from my Aunt Cammie, wants to know a little bit more about each bottle I'm drinking on each night, so I will go over the specs on this one a little bit. It's 100 proof bottled and bond. Bottled and bond active 1897, has to be aged minimum of 4 years under government supervision and at exactly 100 proof. So yeah, this one has a lot of notes of vanilla, caramel, oak, and a little fruit mixed in there.
Wow. Mackie with the research. And I wanted to introduce the NBA before we started talking about our drinks today. Just because, Mavericks fans have to be kissing the bottle like we are tonight, guys. What the hell is going on?
And then they lose by 60 the next day.
Yeah. The trade goes, and the next day they lose by 60. I personally, I don't think it's necessarily the worst trade in the world. Obviously, the Lakers won the trade, but... and I know it's like Disney can never stay healthy, but in a small world that if he can stay healthy this year, I respect Kyrie Irving a lot. And if them two, and obviously Clay over there, if they can put it together, I think they can make a run. But yeah, overall, I do think that the Lakers won this trade. And like you said, John, we were at the casino for your birthday, and this just shocked the world. So, yeah, I think the Lakers won the trade. I'm excited to see LUKA, how he plays with LeBron. But, DP, what do you think about this shit, man?
Yeah, as, John said, I was at the Heads Up Hold'em table at 4 Wins. Sponsor us 4 Wins. That'd be electric.
We closed it down.
We did. That's for another story. We could talk, TikTok, follow it. But, yeah. It was breaking news on all the TVs, all of our phones. Pretty much everybody in the entire casino's phone was going crazy who had ESPN downloaded. I think it's good for LA. I think it boosts their contention, truly. I think Luka's more of a playoff push player than, AD with, being with Bron. I think Luka is the next heir to LA. It's, gone, Kobe, Bron, and now it's going to be Luka when Bron retires, whenever that will be in the next, maybe 2-3 years. So I think they're going to keep Luka long term, and they're going to try and build a super team around him after Bron leaves. For AD to Dallas, I think that's kind of an interesting move. I see Dallas fans that love it and hate it. He can't really stay healthy. AD, that is. Luka has been, injury prone. They said he was looking 270. I know when he stepped foot in LA off that plane, he didn't look 270. That's for dang sure. It's almost like the Harden effect. When Harden wants to get traded,
that's true.
He just, all of a sudden is back in
chicken and rice.
Yeah. All of a sudden he's, 225 and looks like he, can bench 300 again. But I think that this is a crazy move. Way to shake up the NBA. The NBA's been shooken up pretty crazy, and the deadline's not even, up yet. So there could be more on the move. I really like this for LA. Dallas, I don't think you make the playoffs now. I don't think AD is that type of player that can, how LUKA brought them to the, the finals. So it'll be very interesting to see how that goes. LA, here comes your playoff push. Get ready, Lakers fans.
Mac?
I mean, it just comes down to what you think. Disney can't stay on the court as good as he is. Fantastic defender. And now you get Luka Doncic, who is overweight. I hate to break it to you. He's definitely not in shape. He's the slowest basketball player I've ever seen for a point guard. Doesn't mean he's not good, but he also doesn't know what defense is. So, if the Lakers can outscore everyone every night, they might be a finals contender. If not, I don't see this roster makeup working for the time being. And John, no, LeBron's not going to the Warriors. Moron.
John?
So, truth be told, I think people are a little crazy saying that this trade was absolutely out of the ordinary. Like, I don't think that LUKA was as liked by the coaches in the front office in Dallas as the fans. I don't think he was ever going to win a ring there. I don't think he's going to win a ring in LA. Truth be told, I think this was just a showing and a more upbeat thing for the NBA. They needed something to happen, and something happened. Neither of these teams are winning the finals this year or next year. I mean, the Thunder and Cavs, Celtics, head and shoulders still above both of these teams. But what I don't understand is the Mavericks GM saying this is setting them up better for the future. I do not understand that at all. You now have a 30-year-old Klay Thompson, a 30-year-old Kyrie Irving, and a 30-year-old Anthony Davis. All, on the brink of their primes, coming out of their primes. Like, I don't understand this trade, to be honest, at all. But for the time being, we'll see what happens. I mean, you still got Kyrie, Klay, and AD. And truth be told, I hope the Mavericks and Lakers somehow play in a series in the playoffs because it would be awesome.
Yeah, going back on what you were saying about their GM, I just think he's a complete idiot. He also said in the press conference that Jason Kidd fully supports the decision. Jason Kidd did not look like he really fully supported LUKA being traded.
No, and how about Mark Cuban not knowing anything about this trade? I saw a quote by him today. He said, I had no idea that Luka Doncic was even getting traded. How does a partial owner not have any?
I don't think he's the majority owner that he once was.
No, he's not. That's what I mean, partial owner.
That's not right. That someone who has stake in the the NBA team should know what's going on with your franchise player, and that's just nuts.
Yeah, and truth be told, though, I mean that takes some nuts, boys.
Yeah,
that takes some nuts. But anyway, we're turning the page. We had another big trade happen. De'Aaron Fox, you are going to play with the next great Victor Wembanyama. And Zach LaVine is heading to that shitty organization up in Sacramento. This one kind of blew my mind a little bit. I can't lie, boys. So, what do you guys think on this? Zach, go ahead. You're a Bulls fan.
De'Aaron Fox and Zach LaVine, top 5 favorite players in the NBA for me. We got in a debate last night in our fantasy football chat. Everyone's calling LaVine a bum and everything like this. They're just complete idiots. Now, Mackey's an idiot, too. To keep the Bulls in the game, if he has to shoot the ball 30 times and score 27 points, that's just what has to be done. He's playing with bums. He's playing with nobody that can score. He plays with probably 5 great defenders. But when you have nobody that can score besides Kobe White and maybe 6 little Vooch jump hooks, what do you expect to happen? LaVine's going to have to shoot the ball 30 to 35 times a game, and that doesn't even happen. He doesn't take that many shots. But for everyone that says that he just chucks up shots, you're stupid. The Bulls would have 15 wins without LaVine this year, and that is, I don't even think that's an argument, because they literally cannot score unless it's Kobe White is hot from 3, which opens up other players for their driving ability. That's true. Number 2, De'Aaron Fox. I love you. And I thought originally it was a LaVine for De'Aaron Fox switch. And it didn't end up being that, which kind of sucked. But, I mean, Fox is a stud. He's gonna be good anywhere. But now you give him a 7'2" center that can shoot the 3. I mean, this kid might turn into CP3. Seriously, damn it. He seriously might start averaging 7 to 8 assists a game, man.
What do you know? 45 games later, DeMar and LaVine are back together.
Wow.
Did you even think about that?
Is this a playoff push?
No. They didn't win in Chicago. They didn't win in there.
DP, what do you think about this trade, man?
Yeah, it being a 3-team deal, I'll talk about the loser. The Bulls lost this trade 100%. How do you have the Kings who have picks and the Spurs who have picks, and you only regain your original pick that you traded? Like, they got nothing out of this deal. You know, you at least maybe get one of the younger guards or something from San Antonio. Like, it just amazes me how the Bulls always trade something away and get nothing in return.
I thought we got Tyus Jones.
What's he going to do?
I'm just saying.
Give you 2 more wins on the
year? He's a true point guard. And did we get Herter too?
No.
Yeah,
they get hurt?
I think
Yeah,
so.
they got
Who was
Herter-
at one point shooting 27% from 3.
Herter, Jones, and they got their pick
I'm not
back.
saying the Bulls won the trade. I'm just saying, like,
No, I was more talking about the picks. Like, yes, you get your rights back to your own pick, which is going to help you because you're dog shit this year. And I just think they needed to get more in return.
do you agree with me that if they didn't have Zach LaVine, they'd have 15 wins this year?
Yes, but I don't think Levine's the number 1 option.
No, but I agree with you. But if yeah. So for all you idiots in the fantasy chat, yeah, you don't know ball, including you over there.
The only thing saving the Chicago Bulls is Michael Jordan coming out of retirement. Let's be honest, that's not going to happen.
But sorry to interrupt you.
No, you're fine.
Finish what you were saying.
Yeah, you know, Fox to San Antonio, I think that's great for them. I think it's a great person for, you know, the demigod Wembanyama to go play with. I only hate it because I really like Stephon Castle. I wanted him to be that guard. I know they still got CP. So hopefully, you know, when CP retires, you know, it's Fox, Stephon Castle, Wembanyama, you know, Keldon Johnson.
Blake Wesley.
Yeah, they're going to – he should have stayed in college. But that team's going to be really good. I think San Antonio is going to be a really good team, you know, 1 to 2 years down the line.
I agree with you.
And, you know, Levine and DeRozan back together. I think, you know, they complement each other well. They got Sabonis, too. So, not that the team's going to make a playoff push, but I think it's a more well-constructed roster maybe than it was. 'Cause, I mean, De'Aaron Fox is obviously your best player, your number 1 guy. Being able to have a lot more complementary pieces, I think, sometimes benefits an organization. But I definitely think San Antonio, high margin in this deal. They won on top 100%.
Mac, what do you think?
Spurs win the deal, no question. I'll keep it short and sweet. Don't really care that Levine was gone, but it's just classic Jerry Reinsdorf to get absolutely nothing, hold the bag for 2 extra years, and then just get jack diddly shit. It's classic Jerry Reinsdorf. The guy's an embarrassment. I literally will celebrate the day he is no longer the owner of my 2 teams.
I mean, that's great. You just made DP spit his drink all over his computer.
Yeah. I mean, it's so classic. It makes so much sense when you realize who the owner is.
Yeah. Mackie, you'd say that the Bulls owner is like your coworker?
No, I would say
nerd.
Yeah, nerd, no.
Wow.
I'll keep it short and simple with this whole trade here. I don't think De'Aaron Fox is much better than Zach LaVine, truth be told. I don't think either one of them are number 1 options. I think it's hard to be a point guard outside of Steph Curry and be a number 1 option.
You're an idiot.
So anyways,
this guy's truly
I will say this. Back to the other trade. Neither of them mattered. None of these 4 teams that were involved in any of these trades will be winning an NBA championship this year or in the next 5 years. So I'll end with that. We'll end the NBA segment, and congrats on a comedian league being very comical this week. I appreciate you trying to do something, Adam Silver. You're a bum, dude.
But you know, we're going into the NFL. It's Super Bowl week. We're all fired up about this. What? That's how we're going to finish it.
Okay.
Johnny's an idiot. We're heading to the NFL, kid, because one of your coaches got sent to the NFL.
Yeah.
Chip Kelly to the Raiders,
go.
John. So
2 of them, actually.
oh,
The O-line coach went to the Cardinals, too.
I didn't see that.
Larry Johnson?
John, Chip Kelly to the Raiders. Do you love it or do you hate it?
Don't care. Ryan Day can call the offense. I'm not worried about the offensive side of the ball. Hartline and Day can take care of that. I'm worried about the defensive side of the ball. I don't know if you guys know this, but when Ohio State's got a good defense, they're a much better team. And when they try to just outscore opponents, they're not great. Let's be honest. We've seen it many years in the past. So I'll be honest, I'm not really worried about Chip Kelly leaving. I mean, I think Ryan Day damn near called the offense anyway. It's kind of like Andy Reid and Matt Nagy in Kansas City. I mean, who's calling the offense? Let's be honest, guys. Andy Reid's calling the offense. Anyway, so we're giving our Super Bowl picks?
No, not yet. I want to just address that stupidity. If you think that Ryan Day is smart enough to call the plays that he was calling, you're an idiot. That was Chip Kelly's offense for Ohio State this year, and I do not think it was close.
Ryan Day's been calling plays his whole time as the head coach there.
So they just had Chip Kelly there for fun?
I mean, no, they work
Exactly.
together like Nagy and Reed. But in a critical situation, who's going to be calling the play? The offensive coordinator or the head coach?
Chip Kelly is calling the play over Ryan Day.
It really, with this Ohio State team, it didn't matter. I could have called the offense and won a national championship with a $20 million roster.
Right.
When in doubt, throw the 9 ball.
Yeah. DP, Chip Kelly to the Raiders. What do you think?
Yeah, I think this is a great move for the Raiders here. Pete Carroll gets a guy. Brady loved probably Chip Kelly, I'm assuming, because he's in all part of that hiring process. Hopefully this time around, since Chip Kelly's not a head coach, the players will respect him more. I know, Shady McCoy was on a podcast, and he called Jeremy Maclin and all those guys, and they hated Chip Kelly. And I think that he tried to run an NFL ship too much like a college ship. So I think, him just being able to call plays will be, beneficial for them. I know the Raiders roster is really not all, what it is to be, but we'll see what they do in the draft. Quarterback, wide out type stuff. We'll see what he's going to work with. I think it's a good move. Chip Kelly back in the NFL, so we'll just see how the Raiders fare this year.
Mac?
Yeah, I mean, it's a good hire. I think it's risky. I really do. One year at Ohio State with a very solid offensive coach in Ryan Day. I'm going to take Johnny's side there. I don't think he's a bad offensive play caller by any means.
Thanks, Mackie.
Brian Hartline's next up on the list of fantastic offensive coordinators slash coaches that are former players. There's a lot of steam. A lot of people want him to be an offensive coordinator in the NFL very soon. So we'll see if that experience can help him again as he gets another shot in the NFL for a terrible organization, let me tell you.
Rolling on to topic 2. We've got the big man in Cleveland requesting a trade today. Myles Garrett has requested to leave the Cleveland Browns. I do not hate it. The guy has suffered, 5 seasons there? And he's been in the talk of Defensive Player of the Year all 5 seasons. The guy's a stud. He's an animal. Get him out of Cleveland. He's tired of seeing paper bags over the heads. John, where is Myles Garrett most likely going, do you think? Or excuse me, where do you think the best fit for him would be?
I'm going to go ahead to a team that has had a very good defensive lineman for a lot of his career, and I'm going to say the LA Rams. I think Myles Garrett would be good there. They got a good young core there, and they could use kind of a seasoned vet in Myles Garrett. And truth be told, I don't hate him for requesting this trade because let's be real, Deshaun Watson ruined Nick Chubb and Myles Garrett's prime. So this kind of sucks because this Cleveland team with Baker was on the come up. I mean, they were in a battle with the Chiefs in an AFC divisional game. So anyways, yes, I think the LA Rams, and outside of the Rams, I could see him going to another young team in the Cardinals.
I forgot to give who I thought he was going to. I know that this team that I'm about to say has to drop an absolute bag this offseason, re-signing players and stuff like that. But at a certain point, you have to build a defense, and it starts with that defensive line, putting pressure and filling gaps. I actually think that he's going to be staying in the division, and I think that he's going to be a Cincinnati Bengal this upcoming year. I know they have to re-sign Trey Hendrickson, T. Higgins, Jamar Chase, Jamar Chase is on his last year.
No.
One more year, and then he has to get re-signed?
Yes.
Yeah, so I know they have to sign Trey Hendrickson and T. Higgins this year. Why not get Trey and Myles Garrett on the line? I mean, that would solve a lot of problems. So I think he's going to the Bengals. I think that'd be a great fit for him, obviously, and a huge fit for Al Golden.
Note quick that whoever's getting him is probably getting the second best defensive player in the league.
Yeah. DP, what do you think about Garrett requesting a trade?
Yeah, I don't hate either of those two options that you guys gave. Definitely the Rams need help up front. And, I could totally see him going to Bengals. The only thing with the Bengals is they're cheap on money. They were trying to choose between Hendrickson or Higgins. That's the only thing that sucks with them. I don't know why you're an NFL franchise. Pay the man the money. Both of them. They're key components to your roster. For Myles Garrett, I mean, you got to look at, teams who can afford his contract, who's got draft picks, who would want him, I guess. I'm going to give out 2 quick options. I think he could go to the AFC or the NFC North. Look for the Bears and the Lions to make a push. Bad. But I'm going to go with Sean Payton. I think Sean Payton tries to go get him with Denver. I think he can really assure that defensive line in Denver. They already got the secondary and linebackers go with it. I think he'd be good in Denver.
I do want to say real quick, not to bring up the Colts, but they got a shit ton of cap space. So, I mean, they could pay him if they really want, but I think they need to go get a big-name receiver.
Yeah, John, who's the GM again? Yeah, right.
Yeah, Chris Ballard is a moron.
Mackie, where do you think Myles Garrett's going, and do you think
this is just a big game of chicken. GM already came out and said they're not trading him even if he asks. Garrett requests a trade, they won't pay him. If you asked me today what is going to happen, told me to put $1,000 on it, I'd bet he stays in Cleveland. I think this is all smoke and mirrors until it's not. But DP was on the right page here. You pointed out that not only do you have to trade the picks for him, you have to be willing to put down the money for the contract. And whole AFC North is in play here, I think. And Denver was another good pick. Cincinnati, I don't think is going to happen. I think there's about a 0.1% chance they trade him in division, let alone in conference. I don't even think they're going to do. So I would side with one of the NFC North teams. I'll go Detroit.
All right. So that wraps up Myles Garrett. And we're on to what, John? The Bowl.
The Mahomes Bowl?
John, Super Bowl, February 9th.
We doing
Gun to your head. Who are you taking to win the Super Bowl this year?
I personally will never in my life bet money against Patrick Mahomes. But I said from the jump, the Eagles are going to win the Super Bowl. And I'm not going to go away from my pick. I think they're the better team. Like I told you many times, I know you guys cannot believe this, the Eagles have to put them away. They cannot give the ball to Mahomes with the game on the line and 2 minutes left. Patrick Mahomes will not lose. So like I said, I think the Eagles are going to win the game. But my money will be on Patrick Mahomes and the Kansas City Chiefs to three-peat because history repeats itself, because will cement himself as the second greatest quarterback of all time with a push to catch that little bum that played up in New England. And Andy Reid, welcome to the GOAT conversation of head coaches. So
he already is the GOAT.
It's close between him and Belichick. But, yeah, give me the Chiefs and best Super Bowl prop bet.
I was going to get to that after this.
Okay. You don't want to parlay them?
Not yet.
Okay.
Mackie, Eagles, Chiefs, who is winning the damn bowl?
Chiefs are winning it. Unfortunately, Hurts loses, comes up short again. I don't want that to be the case. Tired of all the talk about him being overrated, not being able to get it done. He just keeps shutting you idiots up left and right. But I think it's going to be another fantastic matchup between these two very good head coaches, two good quarterbacks, two great offenses, obviously, even if the Chiefs are built to kind of grind it out a little bit more and not score as many points, let their defense take over. These two defenses are fantastic. You're going to see a lot of exotic blitzing, stuff like that. And I don't think you're going to see as many points as you saw in the last matchup between these two. So I am going to take the Kansas City Chiefs 29-24.
I like it, Mac. I think that's a good pick. DP, who's your winner?
Fly, Eagles, fly. Mahomes, you're not better than Brady, buddy. You'll never get to 7. I'm just letting you know that right now.
Ooh, I don't know about that. He's gonna have 4 before he's 29, kid.
That's fine. Brady had 3 Hall of Fame careers, buddy. Look it up.
Yeah. Give us your pick and why, idiot.
I
Eagles
told you,
why.
fly, Eagles, fly. They're going to muck it up bad. They're going to muck up the game bad. This shit's going to be like the Patriots-Rams Super Bowl.
They're going to need Sirianni to coach to do that.
Yeah.
You got faith in Sirianni?
What's your score prediction?
I do.
What is your score prediction?
You just got to hand the ball to Saquon 40 times.
What is your score
Saquon
prediction?
over rush attempts. It's going to come in. Relax, dude.
What is it? You're over
20-14 final Eagles.
20-14.
This is going to be
Saquon
boring.
better have 50 carries.
This is going to be boring as shit.
He says they're gonna muck it up. I thought he was about to say it was like gonna be like 44-7. That's why I kept wanting to hear his score prediction. That makes more sense now. I seriously thought when he said he was gonna muck it up, he was going like 44-7.
These are going to be some Eagles drives that are like 15 plays for like 8.5 minutes. That's what I think that their goal is. In this game, it's going to be boring for all of us to watch that has, a bunch of prop bets out there. One guy's receiving yards, rushing yards. But, as they always say, Katie's a great one in this. I don't care about your prop bets. I don't care about your parlays. So I don't think the Eagles care about our parlays. They're going to muck up the game bad.
I want to state real quick that if this game comes down to coaching, this game won't be close.
Well, I agree.
It won't be close.
They definitely have the better staff.
Yeah.
But we'll see how the offensive line fares.
I'm kind of with you, DP. So
Then I'm here with Mackie. I got the Chiefs. I'll be in the Strubble's garage. Oh! Yeah, give me the Chiefs and
Man,
Mahomes.
these guys are lame or what, dude?
Give me the Chiefs. I won money on them the past 2 years. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. Like Mackie said, I just think that that they're gonna win, and it's like Johnny said, it's gonna be history. Never had a three-peat here, and even though everyone's like against them, I'm one for doing stuff that's never happened, and I think that the Chiefs are good enough to do it. And having a three-peat in the NFL would probably be the ultimatum of best things in sports. I mean, winning 3 Super Bowls in a row is probably never going to be broken, for sure in our lifetime, I think. But yeah, you can feed me the Chiefs. And then Johnny gave us a little preview here.
I do think that there was something that I saw on Twitter. I don't know if I sent it to you guys or not. That it was just comparing Brady and Mahomes. And you guys can comment on it, do whatever you guys want. But it said that everyone hated Brady because they couldn't beat him. Everyone hates Mahomes because they're not allowed to beat him.
that's crazy.
I'm not going to comment.
Me either. I'll leave that there.
But Johnny gave us a little preview here. We're each going to give you one Super Bowl prop that we love and we think you should sprinkle some coin on. So, DP or Johnny, who would like to lead us off here?
Are we doing like fun props or like real props?
No, like
I'm going to do a fun.
a fun
Me
prop.
too.
Okay.
Yeah.
I think my favorite Super Bowl prop is what color will the Gatorade be, dude? I think it fires me up every year, and I think old Big Red Andy Reid will be getting dumped orange Gatorade on his head this year. Orange Gatorade.
Wow.
Lick
Hey,
your
John.
lips or what, kid?
I don't know what it is,
Yeah, John loves orange Gatorade.
but
He does.
I will say this, boys, one last time before we stop talking about the Super Bowl and you guys go. I think this will be Travis Kelce's last football game.
I agree. Mackie, fun prop, throw it at us.
My favorite prop to this day. You always take the over because nobody's ever going to do it like Chris Stapleton did. National anthem over under time is the best prop bet.
Who's singing it?
I don't
I'm
know.
not sure.
It don't matter.
I know
Over.
Kendrick Lamar's halftime.
Correct.
Yeah, who cares? Halftime shows are so overrated.
DP, what are the odds on Kendrick Lamar, the Grammy Award he just won last night, that song, dude? We got to bet that for him to play that first
that
song
song?
at the Super Bowl.
I don't hate it.
DP, what is your fun prop bet for the Super Bowl, kid?
Wow, I have a lot. I'm going to spend an absolute bag on this game, even though I think it's going to be a mucked up game. But give me any quarterback to catch a pass at plus 1,600. I think Mahomes or Hurts catches a pass here. I think that's going to be fun. There is one for an offensive lineman too. That's probably always a value play.
That's yours, kid, and I love it. You know why I love it?
Yours is the same.
No, this is hilarious.
No, because I already played it.
Oh, I think you told me about this.
I already played
Plus
it.
200.
What? No, this one.
Oh.
This one I've kept to myself. I
You
didn't.
told me.
What did I tell you?
Quarterback to catch a pass.
Oh, that's what DP just said.
Oh, yeah.
So I had
catch his own pass, I thought.
Oh no, yeah, I bet that one too. But like DP, I like to spend a bag on this game. But I really liked the odds on this one. This one is probably not going to happen, like a lot of the game specials, but you still throw money on it, right? And this, sadly, is only for one side of the ball because I think the other side of the ball won't be able to do it. Give me Harrison Butker to kick a 65-yard field goal in the Super Bowl. I think the odds on this were like plus 4,800 on a 65-plus yard field goal made, and I think that
Does he
is
have to make it?
yes, he has to make it. And in an indoor facility, I mean, I think I know Jake Elliott can't kick the ball that far, but if Harrison Butker has to come down and kick a 65-yard field goal, he will be having me do jumping jacks in the garage of Strubles because he is burying that right before half.
DP, what is one thing we do know about Harrison Bucker? He doesn't miss field goals when they matter.
No.
Did not think that's what you were going to say.
I know, but that was a cool one I saw.
Also, give me Eli Manning to make that kick. Him versus Peyton. Give me Eli.
Okay.
I didn't even see that.
I didn't see it either.
Yeah, I think they're kicking a field goal. It's either pregame or at halftime.
Give me Peyton to kick it with his forehead.
Give me heads.
We're heading into Mackie and DP segment here. You know, Mackie 0 for 2 on his golf picks last week. Go figure. I played both. But DP and Mac, whoever would like to take over this segment right here, go ahead and start.
I can hammer it out. Rory wins the Pebble Beach Pro-Am. Views absolutely stunning. Golf fantastic. I don't know if you guys caught any of it Saturday with the winds howling. And then yesterday, picture perfect day, crystal clear water. Rory runs away with it on the back nine. He hit a drive on the 14th hole, par 5, with a 167-foot apex with a driver, gentlemen. Do you know how ridiculous that is? Most people hit an average apex of 90 feet with their 9-iron. That is ridiculous.
I love it. Mackie's like sports science.
Dude.
But DP has something. He brought us a prop here.
Yes, we are on the now on the tee.
Quiet, please.
But yeah, no, this event was absolutely electric. I mean, you knew after the first day that somebody was going to go low in this tournament. Yeah. I really liked how Jake Knapp played. I know it's not the finish that he wanted to do. Huge Jake Knapp guy. Shane Lowry played well. I loved everybody that was holing out for eagle, chip-ins out of the bunker. I mean, it was just a great first weekend of golf. I was fired up for it. I thought Johnny's guy, Tom Kim, was going to make a run. I thought I was going to be electric there.
Someone put that guy on the clock.
Scotty almost pulled through at the end. Morikawa played decent. So I just think it was a great start to the golf season. Really excited for next week's tournament.
No, yeah, I was pumped. I got to see.
Best part of the entire tournament was when Shane Lowry hit that drive and nailed that old dude in the
head. Yeah.
He hit a volunteer. Come on, Shane.
Yeah. I've got to tune in Thursday, Saturday, and Sunday, and like you guys just said, this golf was just awesome. I'm a big Rory guy. I love to see him. Succeed, especially after his choke against DeChambeau. I love seeing Rory succeed, and I think him like doing social media videos and kind of just opening up to the public about everything. I think he's just going to be playing looser golf this year, and I think we're going to be seeing a lot more top 5 finishes from Rory. I am really excited to see how he plays golf this year. And like you guys said, Shane Lowry, I love him, Irishman. He knows how to swing the club. And then shout out Cam Davis. I don't know if you guys seen that.
I was just going to say that, dude.
I don't know if you guys seen that shot. I mean, his ball was literally kissing the trunk of the tree, and he spun it in like me, just like 1 foot away from the cup. I mean, I knew Mackie would get a reaction there.
Yeah.
But shout out Cam Davis. I mean, that shot was insane. I mean, that's like a stupid Johnny shot. Like, Johnny would be shooting 6 on a par 4 and spin it right next to the cup, just like that with his 56.
No,
or 60.
3-wood.
Yeah, he said 3-wood. Yeah, but this cemented Rory. I think he has 27 wins. That puts him on a list with Tiger and Phil. That's it.
That's sick.
So, shout out Rory for that.
Yeah.
14 out of his 16 years on tour, I think, or 13 out of 15, one of those two. That's very hard to do. That's a lot of consistency there, gentlemen.
Yeah.
Obviously, moving forward this week, we got the WM, repping it on the shirt. Shout out Abercrombie, kind of a sick collab.
No, yeah.
On the back, girlfriend bought it for me. Can't beat that.
No, yeah. Before we get into the WM here.
Thanks, Mac. You didn't pass it to me, dumbass. This is why we can't let you lead segments.
Go, John.
That was intentional.
Well, no, just one thing I want to point out. You guys pretty much pointed out everything, but I want to talk about how big that missed birdie putt on 17 for Lowry was. He absolutely let all the pressure off of Rory. Rory hit iron off the tee box. Then he laid up again, and then he just comfortably chipped onto the green, got himself to like 12, 15 feet, made 2-putt par. And, I mean, if Lowry makes that putt, maybe Rory goes driver, hits into the hits into the ocean with all that pressure on 18, and you don't know what could happen. So I just want to shout out Rory for the way he played that 18th hole. And, Lowry shot, 5-6 under on the back nine, so it's not like he played bad golf. But all around, I'm just happy golf's back and excited for this now Phoenix Open coming up.
Yeah, this could be, if you want to get any futures in, not sure if they are currently, this could be the year Rory completes the golf Grand Slam. He just needs to win the Masters.
Yeah.
And with the way he played this last weekend, it could be on the horizon.
He's doing it, kid. But like Mackie said, we're heading to the WM in Phoenix. Shout out Burdine. He's going to see little practice rounds Wednesday. That's pretty cool. And I know he's going again Saturday, so that's cool as well. I have a prediction. And you can feed me Tom Kim to win the WM.
Tom Kim, baby.
He is just playing such solid golf, and when you can stay in the hunt until Sunday, you have a chance to win it.
Yeah.
Tom Kim is a great golfer. I love his attitude. He gets fired up. And that is my futures. You could play him top 10. I don't know what he is, but I think I got Tom Kim, sprinkle on him. Whatever is that, DP, you got it pulled up? What is that?
Yeah, Tom Kim, 30-1 to win, plus 210 to finish top 10.
Yeah, shout out DraftKings, sponsor
Sorry,
us.
260 for him to
260 top 10. I think that's a great play, and I like him to win. What do you think, DP, about that pick?
Yeah, I like it. He's playing well. I think, some of the stuff that he did in the TGL was kind of funny. But, I think him being out on the course is really good. You got to love a guy who loves the interaction for this type of tournament because the fans are on you. They're booing you, on the par 3 if you don't hit the green. So just crowd interaction, guys, for this tournament, I think is huge. I don't hate this Tom Kim pick. I look for him to have another good showing.
John?
Yeah, I have a guy at plus 6,600. First of all, the waste management, this is electric. Fans are drunk. I mean, this tournament's awesome, so I'll definitely be tuned in at least Saturday, Sunday. Probably not Sunday. We got the Super Bowl Sunday, but hopefully we catch a little early action on it. But plus 6,600, this guy always pulls one out of his ass, somehow, some way. Wyndham Clark.
Oh, my God.
I saw the odds at 6,600, and I could not believe it. I mean, he's won some tournaments in the last few years. He's been playing pretty consistent golf. I mean, he was on the Ryder Cup team, and you're giving me him at 6,600? It's worth $10 to win $660. Him to finish top 10 is probably at plus 1,000. That's crazy.
Yeah.
But looking forward to a good golf tournament. And Scotty Scheffler, I think he's the odds-on favorite at plus 250. The next closest is plus 1,000.
Yeah. Mackie, who is your pick to win the Phoenix, kid?
So let me nerd out on this real quick. 12 out of the 13 last WM Opens have been won by a guy that has had a top 7 finish in the first 4 or 5 events of the PGA Tour year. 5 events. So I will tell you right now, Wyndham Clark is not on that list, John. And Zach,
nice picks last week, dude.
I will tell you, Zach and DP, that Tom Kim is in fact on that list.
Yep.
So I'm actually going to do my 2 picks here like usual, my low-hanging fruit type segment here. I'm switching to golf until football comes back. And we're going right back to the well here. We're going to go Justin Thomas and Sung JM outright again. JT's got to break the wall down. He continues to play solid. His wedge play is completely up to par. And while this isn't a fully complete birdie fest, you got to be able to make birdies keep pace with the field, and I like Sung JM's ball striking to do that.
I love it.
Big greens, he's not going to miss very many of them, and he has the balls to go for every par 5 and 2.
Boys, this means that spring's approaching.
Yeah. We'll get to that.
Get some lessons.
The groundhog doesn't think so, though.
No, the groundhog did not. The groundhog did not. But that does wrap it up, guys, for this segment here. Like we said, I mean, just stuff that we were fired up to talk about today. More to come, too. So stay tuned in, guys. Beanie Boys episode 19.
Breaking news on the ESPN app. The Rams informed Cooper Kupp they're going to trade him.
Wow. But, yeah, we'll leave you there. Little cliffhanger. Episode 19, gentlemen. See you on 20.